How did the Ouija board get its start anyway? Expert Karen A. Dahlman explains.
There's almost 3 versions now to Ouija. The board came out of the spiritualist movement in the mid-1880s, so about 1886 we saw it appear in the world, or in the United States, I should say. But the word Ouija board is a patented trademark name, and that came out in 1890 by this group of inventors, old men and one woman named Miss Helen Peters. So here we go. People think Ouija means yes, yes, French, German, right? We all thought that for years. Okay, you're not wrong if you thought that, but that's really not the truth. The truth is this. It came because they were doing a session with Elijah Bond, Miss Helen Peters, and a few of the people in the room. Elijah Bond, he was the patent attorney for the name Ouija and for the board. Miss Helen Peters was his sister-in-law, and she's one of the founders of the board. A lot of people didn't even know about her. And that was that original board I told you about that Robert Murch has in his collection. All right, so they were sitting at the board, and they had their fingers on the indicator and said, "What should we call you?" And it spelled out O-U-I-J-A. They're like, what does that mean? It spelled out good luck. So Miss Helen Peters at that moment had this locket on her neck, and she opened it up, and inside the locket was a picture of a woman, and what we believe were the letters O-U-I-J-A, or could it have been O-U-I-D-A? Now, O-U-I-D-A was a feminist writer at the turn of the 19th century, which would have made sense. This woman, Miss Helen Peters, was ahead of her time with these men and inventing boards. She might have had a locket with a picture of a woman who would have been Ouida, that was her pseudonym, her pen name. Then later, fast forward now to more recently, a couple of the members of the Talking Board Historical Society uncovered this information. Miss Helen Peters married a gentleman named Nosworthy. Nosworthy's mother followed Cora Hatch, who was one of the most popular, best. I mean, you can read about Cora Hatch, you guys. She had several different names because she was married, I think, about 5 times, but who's counting? She was one of the most famous spiritualists at the turn of the century. And it would make sense, too, that maybe in her lock was a picture of her, but her spirit guide's name was O-U-I-N-A, Owena. So we're not clear. We need to find that locket. You guys have the locket. Let us know. But so there's stories there. It definitely does not mean yes, yes board. That was the truth about how it was founded that day. And we know this because it's written in periodicals and articles. We find the facts and bring them forward and bring it to the public to let you know. So when we get the information, we just keep bringing it forward for you guys.
If you enjoyed this clip, check out Jim Harold Live every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube. Also, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and stay spooky.